Every once in a while, I revisit a channel that I watched as a kid. One of these said channels is called PopularMMOs. If you've never heard of them, number one, how, and number two, let me give you the rundown. PopularMMOs is a Minecraft channel run by Pat and his ex-wife Jen, keyword X. They gave countless kids countless memories with their wacky antics. I think it's even evident that over time people stopped watching them for the games they played and rather for their personalities. One example is how so many of their fan animations have less to do with the topic of the video they're based off of, and more to do with the interaction between the two. I think by now you may be able to catch on to what the main problem here is. Since their divorce, they haven't been able to record as frequently, since, they moved to different places. Well, actually Jen moved, Pat kept the house, and their cat Cloud. Weirdly enough, probably just to sell merch though. Jet and Penn now have to record over Discord, which they hate doing, which honestly just dates them. Now that there is less time to record, but Pat still wants to record all the time, there is a dilemma. Pat wants to make videos, but Jen is unable to. So his solution was to go back to making videos alone and brought back Minecraft mob battles. Oh, wait, no, that would have been a rational solution. He instead brought fresh blood onto the channel and made videos with some of his other friends. Obviously, since their audience is a bunch of children who can't learn to change, they weren't on board with this. This is where the problem starts. One of these friends is a girl named Eleni, who managed to become a staple part of the channel. Hold on, wait, Jen is a girl? Yes, the fanbase actually got mad because Pat started to record with another girl. Things started to change faster than Jen's voice, though. Eleni was in about half of Pat's videos since her inclusion to the channel, and you can imagine how those brainlet 5-year-olds reacted. They started to give her hate, even to the point of death threats. And I say this multiple times in this video, but to clear up my stance on the situation, death threats are bad. Now, because of this, Eleni hasn't had a fair chance to grow on the channel. I mean, you can see it in just the view count. This is a video with Pat and Jen, and this is a video with Pat and Eleni, nowhere near each other. Because of all the negative comments, Pat made 5 videos on this topic. He clearly made these videos with less forethought than J.J. Abrams making episode 9 though, because the way he handles the situation is very poor and his actions, at least I believe, are a bad example of how you should respond to death threats. Although Eleni may have been mistreated because of her inclusion, I just want to throw out there that she's always given me a bad impression. There's something that just rubs me the wrong way about her, and I'll elaborate later in the video. So yeah, that's basically the situation we're dealing with. The 5 videos address but don't resolve the issue of hate towards Eleni. Actually, Pat just keeps echoing himself throughout all 5 of them. But let's actually get to watching these videos and actually see what he does wrong. This first one is just him talking alone, so let's make like Phil Spencer and jump in.
I'm in front of the camera today. I'm getting nowhere with this. So, I've noticed in the comments on my channel lately, it's been so, there's been so many. Whenever I post with someone that's not Jen, there's just so much hate towards that person, and a lot of people are mad at me as well. Whenever I post with any of those people, there's a lot of hate towards them. And guys, there's a lot of comparisons between people as well. And I told you guys, when me and Jen were getting divorced, that I didn't want to see comparisons between anybody that I play with or anyone, that, is posted online, it's part of my online life, because it's not fair to any of the people. It's not fair to the new people. It's not fair to Jen. It's really not fair to anyone.
Okay, so Pat's first point is not to compare people, which is good. You don't want to compare people because everyone's different and brings something unique to the table. Overall, it's just really unfair to people like Eleni, and so far I'm with him.
The people I actually record with, I picked them for a reason. All of them, you could literally say anything to them, and they would not care.
Pat, judging from your videos after this one, I reckon the statement isn't true.
When Jen doesn't record with me, there's people that are like, why doesn't Pat want to record with Jen for this video? Here's the thing, guys. We don't live together anymore, and, we're both completely happy with that. But of course it makes it harder to record. We both have our own lives. Sometimes Jen will travel, sometimes I'll travel. So not everything works out perfect for recording, and we've tried to make it every other day, and we've been pretty successful at it, but sometimes Jen just cannot record.
Okay, so here he's just explaining what I already told you. Basically that him and Jen, they just can't record whenever anymore, and now it has to be scheduled out.
I don't want to just sit at home and watch TV if Jen can't record for a couple days or something, and then, I do nothing for 4 days. Like, I want to put up something, and I know that these videos, like, a lot of them have been very good, and I feel like some of them haven't been given a chance. Because, you know, I go through the comments, and people are like, well, that's not Jen, I'm just closing out a video, or something like that, right? Like, I would really suggest to everyone to, you know, at least give the people a chance that I record with. I would not pick someone if I thought you guys would not, you know, find them entertaining. I mean, I would say just give the people a chance.
Okay, so this video is just Pat explaining the current situation. Nothing too big. Although, I do want to point out something else. That the fact that most of the comments are just talking about, you know, Jen and other videos and stuff. You know, these types of comments are very toxic. It's not allowing other people to move on. It's almost like they're trying to instigate people to, like, just not really accept the current situation. You know, I feel like these people are kind of the true antagonists right now. Okay, so this next video is Pat talking about a video that he titled something very odd. Basically, he put ex-wife Jen in the title, and people just went off on him. So, let's go ahead and hear his defense.
Hey, what's up, dudes? It's Pat. Welcome back to another video, and I'm kind of making a video that I was not expecting to make today.
Wow, 7 seconds in and we already have the I wasn't expecting to make this cliche. Wow, this combined with the thumbnail is really giving me a bad impression.
But after the last video, guys, I put up Minecraft Bed Wars with Eleni and ex-wife Jen versus me, and I had no idea it was going to cause so much controversy.
Oh, so you mean you called someone that people really like something that is usually seen as derogatory and didn't expect backlash? Really?
I think from now on, unless I need to make sure everyone knows about it, these types of videos are going to head over there. So I'm going to leave a link down below, right down there. I don't know where I should be pointing.
I thought this situation was supposed to be serious, but nope. Pat is really shilling his second channel.
Jen called me after I put mine up. And Jen called me and to ask like about like the title, like, you know, how she was going to set hers up and everything. Because we usually talk about those kind of things. And the second she called, I was like, people are really mad at me over the title because I wrote ex-wife Jen. And she goes, why? Isn't that what I am? I just want people to be aware, and I feel like the only way to do that would be to put things like this, like, you know, in the title, and when people become aware of something, they become more comfortable with it, because it's been a long time. We've moved on in our lives, and we're both completely happy. Like, we've both dated other people and stuff.
Okay, so his point here for putting ex-wife Jen in the title is that he wants people to get used to the situation here, but, like, that's not how you do it. You don't get people to get used to a situation by forcing it down their throat. I mean, obviously, if it's taking these people a long time to cope with it, then you need to give them their time instead of trying to force it upon them.
Jen's not insulted by it at all. She wasn't at all. And I am getting a lot of hate towards me, which is fine. But here's the thing, guys. Like, also, I am noticing there's a lot of hate towards Eleni, and there should be absolutely nothing. Ever since she came to my channel, and she's mostly been on my second channel, Pat and Friends, and we record all the time on there. And, you know, she's doing this, you know, out of the kindness of her heart to record with me. And there's been so much hate towards her. She has done absolutely nothing. And, guys, I would really appreciate it if you stopped. I mean, she's a tough girl. She can take, like, you know, some comment.
This is where my main problem with this whole ordeal really starts. This is a constant point that Pat brings up, saying that Eleni is taking time out of her day, or she's doing out of the kindness out of her heart. Like, he says this like she's some sort of god that blesses us with, like, her appearance in a video or something. I mean, come on. We all know that right now the only gods are John Boyega, Bridget Mendler, and Masahiro Sakurai. This is definitely going to be something to keep in mind. She's a tough girl, and she could take some of the rude comments. Alright, let's see how this pans out later. So this next video actually has Eleni in it, finally, and it was actually uploaded on Star Wars Day, which is the exact day after the last video.
Hey, what's up, dudes? It's Pat. Welcome back to another video, and Eleni is joining me today once again.
What's up?
That did not make me feel comfortable. Alright, Eleni then explains that her video on Pat's second channel also received backlash for the title, but she says that she didn't title it. She even explains this in the video's comments.
So we're kind of doing another important video. I know I just put up one like yesterday,
Literally.
but there's still like more problems and things happening, and it's all been triggered by my title on our Bed Wars collab video.
Specifically the Pat and Friends one, because a lot of you guys think that I titled that video, and I didn't.
All right, yeah, she didn't title the video. Of course, it is called Pat and Friends, but Eleni's getting a lot of messages and stuff on
It's just she says this with a certain type of sass that rubs me the wrong way.
like Instagram.
And like death threats, you guys, that's ridiculous. It's a Minecraft video.
Yeah, come on guys, it's just a Minecraft video. I mean, it's only the highest selling video game of all time. It's not like this guy spent like a good portion of his life making a career out of it. You can't just brush off the fact that it's a Minecraft video. That has a lot of connotation in it. You're basically treating it like it's nothing when clearly it's not.
There shouldn't be any threats going on at all, and basically the reason it's titled the way it is because it's your point of view. So of course they're watching you play, so I titled it as Playing Minecraft with Pat's Ex-Wife because they're watching you specifically.
Okay, look, I would be terrified to be in a staring contest against Daisy Ridley, as would anyone else, but Lenny's cold, dead stare into the camera, I mean, like, Ridley can't even hold a torch to that.
Also messed up that I'm getting so much hate because of a title of the video that I didn't even title.
Okay, so in this video, they're also bringing up the fact that she received hate to the point of death threats, which obviously, yeah, death threats bad, but like, of course, you're gonna get backlash. Really, you shouldn't send death threats to people. Honestly, the only people who send death threats are those without functioning brain cells.
Record another video with Jen, but I don't know. It seemed to backfire.
Do not go over to people's social media and say mean things, especially threats and stuff is, you know, absolutely ridiculous. And remember, if you are leaving threats, like, legally there could even be problems with that. So
Yeah, like leaving death threats, like we can go and take those threats and go to the local authorities because that's not okay. Like,
Are you kidding me? Are these grown adults really suggesting legal action against kids? Keep in mind, the main demographic are probably 5-year-olds. Remember when Pat said that he chooses people based on whether or not they can handle, essentially, criticism and rude comments? How is this handling rude comments? You're threatening legal action against a child. This is like when Memulus said in one of his videos that you could literally find the cure to cancer and there will still be people leaving you hate comments. What, are you gonna take little Timmy to court? Did he call you a fat poo-poo head and now you're upset? Okay, again, obviously, death threats bad. I'm not defending people who send them, but it's clear that they're from people that don't have functioning brain cells, like I said. Just ignore it. It's most likely from children.
the drama that was created because of it, and I don't know, just all the hate it got, I wasn't not expecting that at all.
The video itself didn't backfire. It's the way you belittled Jen. The reason people are mad is because you unnecessarily called Jen your ex. People are already having a hard time with it, like I said before, and by doing this, you just spilled salt on the wound.
yeah, I mean, I don't know what to really say, guys, but just you should leave your love and support for anyone who records, you know, on the channel. I mean, Eleni's here for your entertainment, like, completely. Like, that's the only reason she's here. She doesn't have to record. And so she, of course, she doesn't deserve anyone to be hating on her. And I think that, like, all the videos you make, I think they've came out, like, great, honestly.
Yeah, and you invited me onto the channel to, like, help create more fun content for you guys. So there was never an intention to replace Jen, and that's not what, like, that's not even something that I would even consider wanting to do. There's no motive like that.
I mean, also, guys, keep in mind, Eleni, once again, like, she's not trying to replace anybody. Like,
Oh, you can't trick me. I know deep down that she's trying to replace Balmy.
I mean, she's a full-time graduate student. She isn't looking to be her career or anything like that.
Again, he keeps praising her like she's some sort of Egyptian goddess. She doesn't have to take the time out of her day to record. What else is she going to do? We're literally under quarantine.
This is for fun. She's
I
not...
have career plans.
If Eleni was not here, if let's say you never existed, like you're not even a person.
So I
You're-
didn't move to Florida.
You didn't move to Florida. The same exact amount of videos with Jen would still be happening.
PopularMMOs went from posting 2 to 3 times a day with Jen years ago to posting once a day with Jen and Eleni while under quarantine. Pat, I just don't think that's true.
So she's changed absolutely nothing on that, but, you know, I do want to put up more content. I want to do more fun things, and we have a lot of fun together playing.
Yeah, I enjoy playing, like, Minecraft and Roblox, so...
Okay, what else we wrote things down, but
awkward pauses. Reminds me of the good old days back when school was a thing and the conversation between me and my friend would literally last 3 words.
I just want to address that, like, my TikToks that I made and, like, things that I post on my Instagram was never done with, like, the intention and, like, secret motive to hurt Jen. I created the TikTok, like, as a fun thing to do with my friends because we live so far away from each other.
Okay, so Eleni has a TikTok. Look, I was featured by Cowbelly twice, okay? Anybody with a TikTok is automatically an enemy of the people.
There was no intent to hurt Jen. We started thinking about it before, like, Pat and Jen even talked about doing the collab together. And then it was posted a day before. I guess that's poor timing.
Oh, yeah.
But I honestly didn't think that would have, like, spiraled, like, such, like, controversy.
Okay, so for clarification, she's talking about a TikTok she made where she danced to a song with the lyrics, "I Could Steal Your Man." I swear, these two are less self-aware than a gecko.
Well, I have things to say.
I know you do, and I appreciate it, and that's why I wanted to make this video with you, so
Everyone
you could, like...
needs to stop bullying me.
I mean, okay, so, honestly...
Do I even need to comment on that?
That video that you posted on your Instagram, and I guess your TikTok too. I've never even seen your TikTok other than when you showed it to me.
At like mid to late April, I started working on it.
Yeah, you showed me it like weeks ago, and basically like there was only 2 people. It was you and your friend. So finally, you're like, well, all your other friends they don't live here. So it's like, you know, they have to like work on it together, and then they had like transitions like that had to happen.
There's a lot of collaboration, and it honestly took a while.
Okay, so right now I'm on PopularMMOs channel because I want to show you guys something. I want to show you how easy it is to get to Eleni's TikTok. Alright, so 1 click, 2 clicks, 3, and 4. So it takes 4 whole clicks to get from PopularMMOs, a kid's channel, to Eleni's TikTok, which is probably not for kids. Alright, so I'm going to make this quick because this video is already long enough. Like I said in the beginning of the video, I always thought that something was a little off about Eleni, and I was suspicious of her. And I think I found out why I feel that way. So this is her TikTok, which already is bad enough. And ironically, her profile picture is her in an anonymous mask, which obviously is supposed to be like, look at me, I'm quirky, you don't want to mess with me, I'm dangerous, which is stupid because number 1, no you're not, shut up. And number 2, pretty sure anonymous are white hats. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure this doesn't mean that you're dangerous and I shouldn't mess with you. Anyways, so my main point here is that the TikTok that Eleni is talking about is still here. She didn't delete it, despite it causing controversy. And I just want to say this real quick. Why didn't she use the Katy Perry audio? If the whole premise of the TikTok trend is to, you know, appear unattractive and then reappear more attractive, then you could use a Katy Perry song. Obviously, I don't use TikTok, but yet I know of that TikTok trend. It's because it was popular enough to make it to YouTube. I had no idea what this trend was until I started watching these videos. So clearly, it's not the most popular trend. Anyways, let's actually get into watching the TikTok, because remember what they said. Pat said that it took transitions, so I'm expecting to see amazing, well put together transitions and editing. And then Eleni said that it took a lot of collaboration and a long time and a lot of work. So I'm expecting like top notch, like quarter crew stuff, right? If you actually watch the video, you'll find out that's not what we get. So let's actually go ahead and watch it. So here's the first thing. We can clearly see that Eleni here is using the filter that makes certain things flash in the light, which is not something everyone uses, so that's already the first inconsistency. The second inconsistency is this brush right here. It has a white handle, the gold thingy, and then pink brush part, right? If we move to the next clip, the brush that this woman has is not that. It's gold. It's a different brush. So you already have inconsistency. Also, she's not using the filter that Eleni was using. Pay attention to this next. I freaking hate this clip because of how inconsistent it is. Number 1, different brush. Notice her position relative to the camera. We also have this door back here, and keep in mind the lighting, right? All right, so those 4 things. Now, if we just continue to where she does the stupid brush thingy. What the frick is this? She's now directly in front of the camera, she's in a different room, and now there's more lighting. What the heck? What effort and consistency went into this video? Props to her for actually using the same filter that Eleni was using. She tried. You could see that she had to throw the brush up herself in order to catch it, which means that they didn't even care enough to edit that out, so there's small little consistencies with the transitions. Pat, what happened? I thought you said that it took good transitions. Where's your case now? Also, it's not really reflective of the effort that goes into this, because she is also in a different position. Same room, but different position and camera angle. It's freaking... What effort, Eleni? What effort? So it leads me to believe that either one, she's just dumb, or two, she was actually trying to attack Jen with this. Everything she said was just basically almost immediately disproven by the TikTok she's trying to defend. And not only that, there's more, because if you look at another TikTok, it includes the same friends. For example, modern day Disney princesses, which doesn't make sense because the princesses they portray are mostly European, and one of them wears blue jeans, which is an American outfit, so you can't even get history. Like, lighting I can excuse, but history? Come on. But anyways, my point with this one is that her friends also appear in this one. So the whole we don't get the time to do this is just stupid. And also the fact that it's social media, you could just send clips to one person, have them string it together. And clearly that person didn't care enough to edit out inconsistencies. So her entire case is essentially just shot. And my final point is, remember how I said it was easy to get here from a kid's YouTube channel? Well, there's this one TikTok of her hitting on her professor in this TikTok, which, considering it takes us 4 clicks to get here from a kid's YouTube channel, that's not exactly the content or media I want in front of little 6-year-olds to see. So, yeah, not a great example in general. Everything she said was disproven, and also her TikToks are practically a crime against humanity. Also, TikTok. So that's just the main side rant. You know, I wanted to say, because her case is just, it's invalid at this point. She can't even be consistent, not only in the TikTok, but also after it was made. So, back to the main thing.
So, okay, this was the main issue, was that the song that they picked was why people got mad.
I know, but the thing is that's a TikTok trend. I know it's like, I can take your mans if I want to. I don't want to take anyone's mans. I don't pride myself on that, and I would never purposely disrespect another woman. Like, the whole idea of it is to, like, empower your friends and do, like, glow-ups.
What part of I could take your man is empowering? Assuming that Eleni's friends are also women, if anything, it just degrades them.
The audio is literally because of the TikTok trend. I've seen the girls on The Bachelor, they did it. I've seen multiple other groups of, like, girls do it. And you're using the same audio. What's the point of the TikTok trend if you don't use the same audio?
Originality.
Also, I mean, if you guys are gonna say that it's Eleni trying to insult Jen, I'm not Jen's man, so that's another thing.
Way to disarm the crowd, Pat. You've already proved to yourself that the comment section won't leave us alone. Do you think saying that's going to help anything?
The thing is, guys, Jen doesn't care about some TikTok that she posted. Jen wouldn't even have known that she posted it either. That's the thing.
Well, and the thing is even if she's seen it, like, it was never my intention to, like, hurt her or backstab her. And if she felt that way, like, I truly apologize, but that was never the intent. Like, I guess it's in poor taste to use that audio.
Yes.
But everybody was using it, and it's the TikTok trend.
That's not an excuse.
Oh, it's not in poor taste at all.
Yes, it is. You're specifically dealing with the situation that people think she's trying to replace Jen, and she does a dance to a song where the lyrics literally are, "I could steal your man." How is that not in taste? You need to be aware of the situation you're in, and you need to be conscious about what you're doing, especially in front of 17 million subscribers. That is 100% in poor taste.
The only way this could possibly ever be an insult to someone would be if I was with someone. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I'm not trying to even take you. Like, it's an audio.
Oh, I know. But that's the only reason that anyone could even be, like, insulted in the first place. Like,
well, yeah.
I mean, like, of course, the audio was not there for any reason.
You know what? They do kind of have a point here. Why are people even up in arms about thinking they're in a relationship? I mean, they haven't really said anything. I mean, What could even possibly lead people to think that they're in some sort of relationship?
I've seen many other videos like that using the same audio, which is why we did it and chose that audio.
Are you sure about that? Remember in the only redeemable days of TikTok where people would mix audio to create completely and original funny content? Yeah.
The thing is, you shouldn't even be doing comparisons between them, but of course, you know, people like whoever or whatever better, but you shouldn't be comparing them. I mean, obviously, people like, some people are like Jen better than me, and some people like me better than Jen. It's like the same thing, but there shouldn't be comparisons, especially between two girls like this online. It's just, it's so silly.
Wait, what is that supposed to mean? Do girls have to have a specific persona online? You're comparing Jen and Eleni in that sentence. Jeez. Eleni is coming across as very passive-aggressive, and it's not helping her image. If she wants people to like her more, then maybe tone down the attitude.
So let's try to keep things nice. I don't want to have to make another one of these videos. So I'm making a video right now. Okay, I know I've made a couple of these videos already, and honestly, it's driving me insane at this point. The comments towards Eleni have been absolutely horrible. And Eleni's been getting horrible DMs, death threats, all kinds of things, and I feel awful about it. Like, I don't even know what to say, guys.
Doing these types of videos bothers him, and seeing the comments. Why doesn't he just stop? Just ignore it.
I don't know what else to do to try to help the problem here. So here we are. I've got some comments, and I have taken screenshots, and we're actually going to look at some of them. Alright, first one, I'm going to move it over so my face cam is not in the way. So this is by
The Mandalorian.
Not blanking out anyone's name, so do what you have to do.
You're joking. Did he just tell his 17 million person fan base to attack this guy? I mean, hey, fight fire with fire. No, but seriously, what? Even Memeulous could be talking about the scum of the earth and he would still say not to send hate. This is just, why would you do that? Plus, by doing this, you're only giving the person attention. Obviously, I'm not going to show who they are because I have decency, but, like, the whole reason this thing is happening is because you keep giving it attention. If you ignore it, like you should be doing, people will stop. If they know that they won't get attention by sending death threats, they'll stop sending death threats. I'm still just in awe that he did that.
Even if Pat says to stop the death threats, I don't care.
That right there is your problem. These people behind the death threats clearly don't care about you telling them to stop. I mean, again, the majority of your fan base is children. You're trying to reason with literal children. They're not going to listen to you. They're not going to find reason to listen to you.
I don't know what this is, really. We have not announced anything. You guys have no idea who I'm dating. I'm not even going to be saying it anytime soon, whether it's Eleni or whether it's somebody else.
That's cool. Instead of just coming out and saying whether or not he is or is not dating Eleni, he prefers to keep the mystery in the air and still have the problem arise. He could basically just shut down half of this problem by just confirming whether or not they're in a relationship. I'm sure that's the whole reason why some people are even involved into this. Just say you either are or you aren't, and people will stop sending comments.
Well, they were such a cute couple, but nope, you had to exist in this world. Alright, when I met Eleni, she had no idea that I was, she had no idea who Jen even was or anything like that in the first place. You're blank, might have been 2 words, I don't know. A mistake and a disgrace to this world. I'll pay just to watch you get hung. So with the death things, it's absolutely ridiculous, guys.
I know it's children because they're going after looks. What person who could actually formulate an insult would go after looks? That's like, you call someone ugly when you have no other use and you're in no position to say no you. Also, they're using the wrong terminology here. That's the wrong past tense of hang. We're clearly dealing with someone that doesn't even know the full extent of what they're saying.
What is wrong with the people that say this? I know it's the minority of you, but this literally has to be addressed so everyone can understand exactly what is going on. Like, what even is this? I have no idea. Like, it's a horrible thing to say to someone, and they're saying it like this is a good thing, and they're promoting, like, me and Jen, which they're absolutely not. Jen would be horrified by this message as well. She would never want to see this at all. There is no bad blood between the two of them. At all. There really isn't. That's one of them.
This is another problem I have with these videos. Pat keeps saying that Jen would do this, or Jen is this, or Jen whatever. He keeps basically speaking with Jen, and we're 4 videos in now, and we never even get to hear anything from her. She doesn't come in a video or anything like that. There's no messages she sent Pat to have in this video. Like, he keeps basically speaking for her, and it's obviously not allowing the fan base to really hear what she's saying.
Gold digger, blank, and like I said, guys, no matter what, I'm not stupid.
A gold digger doesn't need you to be stupid. They just need you to like them.
Like, okay, let's be honest here. I've met some people that were gold diggers, of course. I do have money, if you guys didn't realize, at this point. And I am very aware of people and their intentions. And ever since I've been friends with Eleni, she's never asked me for money. She's never asked me for anything. Once I was actually with her somewhere, and I was at a store, I was like, I'll just get this for you. And she's like, what? No. Like, she does not want things. Like, it...
This proves absolutely nothing. Like, if you hand a kid a cheeseburger and they say they don't want it, that doesn't mean they're not hungry.
It just doesn't make sense. And I want you guys to be aware of this. She's not a gold digger, and, you know, it's usually very obvious when people are.
I agree with Pat on this one. It is usually very obvious when people are gold diggers. I mean, usually they try to flaunt their money in pictures or through what they're wearing. You know, they usually try to look the part of, you know, like a trophy wife or husband of some sort. And also, they're usually younger, too.
I am pretty aware of the people around me and the people that I meet and all of that. And keep in mind, she has, like, a good career that she's going into. She's a graduate student for a speech language pathology job. She wants to work in a hospital.
Okay, so this is more of a bit of a side rant, but the thing he says here about her wanting to work at a hospital, it kind of bugs me. Because, like, when you say hospital, like, it doesn't really specify who you're talking about. You know, it could be anywhere from the surgeon doing your heart surgery to, you know, the guy who comes into the room to fix the TV. You know, so it's like, I don't like how he's kind of throwing Eleni under that umbrella, because it's a very tall umbrella, as Jason Daly would put it, but it's like, it's unfair. Keep in mind, his audience are kids, so by him doing this, he's like, I guess, trying to trick them, I guess, into thinking that she's a good person, but like, throwing her under the generalization of hospital, she could be the freaking janitor for all we know. So I don't really appreciate him doing this, because I feel like he's just trying to trick us.
Which, you know, makes a lot of money. Usually people that are gold diggers, they don't do anything, by the way. But yeah, this person, who said this one?
Skywalker.
So that name is right there, just in case, you know, just saying. Blank, nobody wants your blank. It'll always be Jen. So another one is like, they're saying this like Jen wants you to say this. She doesn't. She would hate this person so much.
Oh, wow. Sure would be nice if Jen herself could say that.
But yeah, Jen would not be happy with any of this at all, because she's not that kind of person. No one dislikes each other here. That's what we tried to show when we made a video together.
Yeah, I'm sure that one video is doing a good job of showing that there's no hate between everyone.
I don't know. No one wants to read these things, though. You know what I mean? Stupid blank, you're using him. No one is able to use me. Alright, the thing is, guys, you see my YouTube life, and sure, I've met quite a few people, and I am so aware of the people around me and what their intentions are. I have a degree in psychology. I have a bachelor's degree, so I am pretty aware of things. So I'm not dumb. You're the reason I'm depressed. Now just blaming her for absolutely nothing.
Yeah, blaming her for absolutely nothing. It's not like we've seen countless times that people are already on the verge of becoming depressed, and it can be something as simple as a pin dropping on their foot that could push them over the edge. Look, I'm not saying that Eleni is directly responsible for anyone, you know, becoming depressed. I'm just saying that a person could be going through a lot, and something as simple as a change, as we see going on with PopularMMOs, could be enough to tip them over. So, that was very weird for him to just dismiss it like that. Like, you can't assume.
Hashtag Jen and Pat 2020. Like, what is going on in this person's head?
They want you to run for president, obviously.
And whether they're trolling or whatever, it doesn't matter. No one wants to hear this. Eleni takes a lot of her time to make these videos with me. Keep in mind, so she's full-time in school. It is the summer, and she's still full-time in school because she's doing the summer semester. And she's taking time to record quite a bit, if you haven't noticed.
Guys, you know what? I learned something watching these videos. Eleni is a great person. You know, she's really taking the time out of her day. She's in school, even in the summer, you know, out of the kindness out of her heart, she's playing video games, you know? We really need to give her more praise for simply recording what she does in her leisure hours and uploading it for profit.
But yeah, this does not make you want to record when you hear these things. And it must be, I imagine, like, I can't really relate, but I imagine it's pretty hard going into recording, like, in front of, like, 1 million people when you have never been in front of such an audience. That's, I mean, think about it like this. If a video gets 1 million views, some states only have 1 million people in them, and it's a lot, and that's why there's some bad things happening, and it's not easy to get used to, like, right on the spot like that.
Why don't you consult the Star Wars cast? I mean, The Force Awakens made $2 billion. That's more than some countries have in population. You know, Mark Hamill didn't exactly agree with the direction that Luke Skywalker was going through, but he still played the character. I'm so sick of this self-pity that he has. Like, it's coming out of nowhere. Like, yeah, people make mistakes. It's hard to do things. But, like, I don't see this as a point that you're bringing up.
Things like this absolutely make it so much harder for no reason. And I'm just hoping that the people that are saying these things will understand. And even if they don't, I hope that you guys will stop them.
Right, because there's nothing better than sending your fan base after other people. I mean, come on. Again, not only did he not censor the names, but he's basically telling people to stop people who are sending hate. I get it. Yeah, sending hate is bad. If you see someone doing something bad, you should probably stop them. But, like, I don't like how he's basically essentially trying to weaponize his fan base and use them against these people. Dude, come on. It's a rude comment. It's not like you need to build a militia because a terrorist organization is, like, threatening you. Calm down.
I don't know where I'm going with this video. It's it's like 9 o'clock.
Buddy, I'm recording this at 12:07. Okay, so I want you guys to watch this next part, but keep in mind the stuff I said regarding the Star Wars cast, because it's just, again, with his self-pity, just this genuinely makes me upset. So just listen to this with that in mind.
I mean, she hasn't done anything, really. That's the thing. So that's why I'm making this video. I hope that people can understand that. Like, she's only come here to entertain people and, have a good time. And we have, but stuff like this makes it so much harder. Going on her personal Instagram, this isn't like a business Instagram. This is the Instagram she had for years. And then comments like this to come up and her have to read those is just like not a good feeling at all. And it probably upsets me more than it upsets her. Also, she has to go through this. I'm probably going to take the money from this video and give it to her so she could use it for college because she deserves that. And she doesn't have to, she shouldn't have to go through with people saying these things to her. So hopefully that will help.
I just don't know how I feel about that. Why wouldn't you, take the money and put it towards something good, like Team Trees? I just don't get that. Again, something deep down just felt wrong about that, and I can't put my finger on it. I put my finger on it. So my main problem with this is that Pat is complaining about how his life is so hard. Like, oh, Eleni gets, she receives hate for being in a video, and, how is she possibly gonna, continue doing this if that's the thing she's gonna be getting? It's very hard. Yeah, okay, receiving hate could be very hard, but, I hate how he's putting it like he's the most troubled person in the world, I think at just the beginning of this year alone, we saw that there are tons of hardships in life. What about the firefighters who, had to run into 1,000-degree flames to save wildlife? How is your life harder than theirs? I'm just so sick of his self-pity. How he's just a 5-year-old called me an idiot, and, I don't think I could just get out of bed today. I just cannot reason with him on how he's just I open Instagram, someone called me an idiot, and I feel bad. Dude, grow up. Your life isn't hard, okay? You literally make Minecraft videos for a living.
I hope that we don't have to make a video like this again, and
that's right, guys. He hopes that he doesn't have to make a video like this again. So now, let's move on to the next one, featuring Jen.
Hey, guys!
Alright, cool. Finally. This is one of their most recent videos talking about it. I'm sure there's going to be more. But for the main part, like I said earlier, they're just kind of speaking for Jen, and we never really got a chance to see her really say what she's thinking. So I'm glad that she's finally here to do that.
A lot has been going on, and Jen actually wanted to be part of this video today.
Yeah, I was really hoping we would not have to make this video, but there's been so much hate and so much craziness where I feel like we kind of have to.
All right, yeah, okay. You have a paper to give you ideas.
I did take some notes right here.
Okay.
Stop being mean. Just heart. No death threats. Already enough hate in the world. Yeah, stop comparing people. I'm not being replaced. Both dating people. Well, that settles it. Yeah, hate is no more. Cue the crabs. Jen did it. She saved the world. Okay, but I can't ignore this. The mouse. The mouse.
Will we ever get back together?
No.
We both are happy.
Yes.
And
I'm actually dating someone.
Yeah, I gathered that from your sign. But this is my third point about these videos. They keep saying that they're happy. Like that's like their biggest counter argument. Okay, we get it. You have emotions.
And stop comparing people. Stop doing that.
Yeah, we don't need to be comparing people. If you want to compare someone to somebody, you compare me to PewDiePie.
Right, okay. So, funny enough, there is a comparison between these two people, but I'm not getting into that.
No more questions on this, but I thought
I was like, what are you doing? There's nothing left on that paper.
Oh, wait. Is Eleni replacing you on my channel?
I don't know. Is she?
Do you wish you could be in 7 videos a day with me?
No, thank you.
Is Eleni allowed
Yes.
to be...
Okay, I just want to point this out real quick. I think I know what's going on here. The people watching these videos are so used to that type of mannerism. You know, with the other videos, whenever Pat was talking with Eleni, it was always like, he would be like, yo, death threat's bad. And then she would just be like, yeah, you know, guys, death threat's bad. It's just Minecraft, you know? And then that would be the end of it. But like, this is entertaining. This is goofy. This is fun to watch. And like, I feel like that's just the main point of the fan base. It's just more fun to watch with Jen. So I feel like in order for Eleni to win over the crowd, she needs to like kind of become this character like Pat and Jen have.
Is she allowed to be in a series that you have been a part of before?
Of course.
Okay.
But that shouldn't prevent her from having her own original series with you, Pat. Remember, you should be expanding.
I also felt that people should not look at the past, but look towards the future.
Oh my god, that was so beautiful. What? Sorry.
It was beautiful. I just stopped the video for like 5 minutes to think about something.
Think about that.
Okay, I just can't. The mouse. What is up with the mouse? Do they print out a picture of a mouse and stick it to the wall to mess with people? Do they record the video, but instead of just taking the footage from the camera, they just took the footage from the computer that the camera is feeding to? So confused by this. Like, I know it's kind of irrelevant to the topic at hand, but like, I'm genuinely curious on how they managed to pull this off.
And I want you guys to know that the 1% that is saying those things, like, they think they're saying it as like a good thing. I think that's what it is. You know, like, oh, I'm supporting Jen by saying this. Do you feel they're supporting you by saying that?
No.
Finally. They did it. She said it. She finally said that she doesn't feel supported by these hate comments. You know, obviously this won't stop everyone, but those 4-year-olds who think that, I'm gonna hate on Eleni because Jen will like me if I do. Like, no, she's not. So I'm glad that she finally said this. Because, like, I'm willing to bet half of them will kind of come to the realization that, like, by doing this, they're not supporting everyone, and eventually they'll stop. To get the other half to stop, you just have to ignore them. Okay, so that is the whole situation with PopularMMOs, or at least most of it. Clearly, Pat doesn't really know how to go about handling problems like this, and if you combine that with the fact that his fanbase won't listen to him, then you pretty much have a problem that won't be solved. It's evident that these kids have favorites, and they aren't going to give them up. I wouldn't be surprised if it leads to the downfall of the channel. Looking at the view counts, it seems like it is. Personally, I found more problems with Eleni, so I might do a follow-up to this video looking more at her channel. So I guess subscribe for that. But yeah, that's the whole situation with PopularMMOs. Definitely a channel that is not what it used to be, and might get ran into the ground.